Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. Now I'm gonna keep asking you until the fight happens. Canelo versus Golovkin. You told me you're picking Canelo. Expand more on it. Why you're picking Canelo as opposed to Golovkin? Some people could, let me just put this out there. Some people, because I read the comments on some of the previous videos we've done about this, some people have said stuff to the fact of, oh, but if Canelo wasn't scared, he wouldn't have vacated his belt. So how do you respond to that, and why are you picking him anyway?
Stop getting fooled, everybody. Stop getting fooled, because it's at this point. It's like, you guys have to think about, you guys are going to see this fight. It's going to happen. They are playing you like a fiddle, man. All they are doing is dragging this fight on just like Mayweather and Pacquiao did. Do I have any doubt in my mind that there was any doubt that that fight was going to happen at some point? They made more money. Oscar De La Hoya is saying, okay, we want to drag this fight out. Every time we do an interview on this, the views go up. I'm a young amateur. When I talk on this, the views go up by far. It's because they have made this fight, Canelo versus Triple G, it's on its way to being that Pacquiao-Mayweather. That's what they want. That's been their game plan from the absolute beginning. So what they're going to do is they're going to keep it up, and they're going to keep drilling that up, making like little things like now that Triple G fought Jacobs and it was a close fight. That makes it even more interesting. Canelo's fighting Chavez Jr., a bigger fighter. They're going to make this fight as interesting as possible. They're going to get people calling for it. They're going to get people saying, "Oh, it'll never happen. Oh, it's going to happen." Just like they're doing with, Floyd and Conor McGregor. I believe that's gonna happen. I believe that Floyd's a genius when it comes to business. His business mind. He's just a genius entertainer, and he's getting people to say, "Oh, it's not gonna happen. Oh, but it might." Creating hype, creating different things, little media stunts, talking trash, and no better guy to do it with than Conor McGregor. I think that they got on the phone like maybe a year and a half ago. Whenever this started, whenever this talks to Conor McGregor and Floyd started, I think Floyd got on the phone with his managers, his whatever team he had, and he was saying, let's come up, let's do this. This is our plan. We're gonna build this up in the media. We're gonna build this up to the fans. And then we're gonna fight, and everybody's gonna pay. We're both gonna make $100 million. So I believe that that's the same thing that's happened with Canelo and Triple G. Actually, it's no doubt about it, and actually, it's kind of more obvious than the Pacquiao-Mayweather one was.
Yeah, because they had actual issues, different networks, drug testing,
and it was, I believe, but Canelo Triple G, they're
same
just like,
network.
Oh, why are we not fighting?
Drug testing's not an issue.
No issues. This fight's gonna happen. They're just making it as dramatic as possible. Why would they fight each other? One of them's got to lose, and whoever does, that kind of puts a toll on their legacy and their future as far as in their careers. I think they'll both make money after that, obviously, but they don't want to fight it for nothing. That's going to be a brutal fight. They're still both great fighters. They don't want to fight for less than what they could. So they're going to totally
milk it, basically.
They're going to milk it out. They're going to get the profits. So I just think that.
So even though he vacated his belt, you think that's not an indication?
Canelo would have fought him yesterday. Like, he would have fought him anytime. This is his team saying, look, we're going to be patient. I don't think Canelo's scared of anybody. That's not just because I'm a fan of Canelo. I just can see from the outside, like, this is what's happening. It's starting to happen more and more. It's boxing, and it's turning into more and more of a business. Showtime's side is more fight. The best are fighting the best right now. You see Berto and Porter, you see Garcia and Thurman. You see
Kell Brook, Errol
Spence. You see these guys. HBO right now is playing it more careful. I think they have to, and they're playing it more like we got to maximize. We got two guys. We got Canelo and Triple G. We got to take this out.
Joey's out here schooling y'all right now.
Make tons of money off of it because they're in more of a financial problem right now.
I definitely agree. I mean, you look at HBO's lineup. They had Miguel Berchelt versus Francisco Vargas, two aggressive Mexican styles. Who's going to promise action. Curtis Stevens, David Lemieux is going to promise a knockout. The only time they put up even matchups is when they need a quick show. They didn't really, Curtis Stevens and Lemieux, all that is to me, they put that in. The one who loses, they can do without, push them back to the bottom. The one who wins, that's another, whoever, if they want to drag on Canelo and Triple G longer and longer, that's, oh, well, now he's gotten better, he's gotten stronger. He just knocked out Curtis Stevens.
give him the rematch. You know what I mean? Give him the rematch with Triple G. Or put him against Canelo. Say Canelo stops Lemieux faster than Triple G. Or not. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. But I'm saying, say that happens. Then they're saying, then they've got another title, you know? Oh, well, Canelo knocked out Lemieux faster than Triple G, so what's going to happen? It makes everything worse.
Hey, I like how you connect them dots. They did that with Mayweather-Pacquiao. Exactly. They said Pacquiao beat guys that Mayweather beat
really has
faster.
No effect. Really matters none as far as, it doesn't matter at all as far as who's going to win the fight. That doesn't mean anything, knocking this guy out more. You saw Canelo, I mean, you saw Cotto knock out, what's his name? Daniel Gill? Is that his name?
Daniel Gill, yeah.
Yeah, he knocked him out, I think, 1 round faster than Triple G did.
But Triple G knocked him out fast, or early before.
Triple G beat Canelo and Canelo beat Cotto. All these guys are beating each other. It really does not matter who they fought, who they knocked out, how fast they stopped them.
Oh yeah,
it does not matter. But they're going to use that in their strategy as far as promoting this fight, and it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger. By the time they fight, they're going to make tons of money, but it's going to happen. I think that's going to be, they're not going to let Triple G lose until that fight happens. I think it'll be one of Triple G's last fights because he's getting old. He's already, what, like 34?
He turned 35 last month.
So he's getting old. That's like, you know, the oldest fighters go till they're like 40, except for, you know, crazy stuff like Bernard Hopkins. But they stay elite until they're like probably 37. I think he's going to retire around there. We might have another year or a year and a half until we see that fight. But I think that'll be one of Triple G's last hurrahs. That way, they got everything they could out of Triple G, and if he loses to Canelo or he beats him, then it's win-win either way, you know? So, yeah, I think that's what's going to happen.
Now, speaking of, last question, Canelo versus David Lemieux. They put him on the undercard for May 6th on the Canelo Chavez Jr. undercard. So they said he's an option, not guaranteed, but they're saying if the Golovkin fight doesn't happen, then David Lemieux versus Canelo is an option.
And I definitely think that.
What do you think of that fight? David Lemieux had a nice knockout of Curtis Stevens.
Yeah, he's strong, but it goes down to the same point that so is Triple G. Triple G's strong, but it's like Triple G's got a better likely chance of hitting Canelo than David Lemieux. Canelo's got fantastic defense, and David Lemieux's right there to be hit, so I think Canelo would kind of dot him up and hit him so many times. I think it'd be like a lot to the body, and he'd be making him miss and frustrated, even though he's strong. David Lemieux had a perfect fight against Curtis Stevenson. He can win that fight all day, every day. Someone who's right there. In a power match, he's not going to lose because he's very, very good technically when it comes to his power. But if he's going in there the whole night trying to, you know, set up that explosive power, I just don't think Canelo's the guy to hit him with, you know. But Lemieux and Triple G have two different types of powers. At least Lemieux's a little bit more explosive. He's very, very explosive. Like his power is like popping, like real fast, and then you're out of there. Triple G's is like, you can see it's like thuds. Like, you know, he hits you and it more rattles you. You know, he hits you and you see he'll turn the shots over and he'll throw it at weird angles. He's very good at punch placement, so he practices power. I think Lemieux just has it, you know. I think
just naturally,
he hits it, you know, like Peter Quillen just has it. Like he just has it. I think Triple G's camp really focuses on like
technique,
technique. You can see him doing drills, he's turning his hips, stuff like that. So.
Where can the fans follow you?
Follow me at Joey D. Spencer on Instagram. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, sir.